Boom! What a difference a week makes, right? On Monday I made that video about how I had this kind of epiphany where I woke up and I was like, you're a moron, you genius. I wasted so much time pursuing these stupid entrepreneurial things like making this course when I should have just been focusing all my efforts on writing. And the crazy thing is, I sat down with you guys with my little book and I started making some notes and some plans and things. And I was astonished at how quickly things can happen when you put your mind to it. So, you know, I had spent 6 months floundering about, and then I just had this realization that I needed to get my shit together and get focused on my writing career and nothing but my writing career. And boom, got paperbacks of Nobody Writes for Free inbound from the printer. They're coming in on the 15th or something. I've got all those paperbacks that I owe people that I haven't sent out. They are on their way as well. Nobody Writes for Free is having its big promotional push on Monday that's lasting for 5 days, and I've got some newsletters lined up. I'm going to do some significant advertising on Facebook as well, and I might talk about that closer to the time. And it's just, wow, stuff's happening. I mean, I'm not seeing the results of it yet, but definitely on Monday it's going to be fun, because on Monday my book is going to be free. It's going to be promoted quite heavily, and I can go into the free ranks and see how well it does. And although I feel like I wasted a lot of time creating this course, I think the stuff in the course is very, very valuable, and it was valuable for me as well to go over it. I'm always talking about this idea I have that anybody can be a successful self-published author. You need to learn the craft of writing and follow the process of successful self-publishing. And in some ways, putting this course together was like making a documented version of the process. It's like, this is the process. What is the Mandalorian says? This is the way. And so I'm starting to follow the process, and I immediately, as soon as I started doing that, I felt good, because I was like, damn son, you know what? All of your achievements are real. You literally have sold 66,948 copies of your books. You literally have reached 320,000 readers or more on Kindle Unlimited. You literally have had checks of more than $276,000 in book royalties deposited in your bank account, and you have spent them on beer and questionable whiskey. These are facts. These are things that I have achieved, and there is nothing holding me back from achieving even greater heights of success except getting off my arse and actually doing it. So I am doing it, and I'm taking you guys along for the journey. But the thing that really makes me happy is I'm not just taking you guys along for the journey. When I first published my course, and I made this video about it, 2 people bought it. There was Craig and there was Bud. And I felt so incredibly validating that Craig and Bud, that you guys would actually trust me with your money and trust me with your time to lead you down the path that I've gone down. And I refunded both of those guys when I made the course free, and I feel really good about that. But it's been really cool to connect with them. And today, Craig's book is in its free promotional run. And even before, I think, the newsletter for Free Booksy hit, he was #1 in the free ranks in one of his categories. And he was #3 in 2 more. And I imagine he's going to be #1 by the end of the day. And I know free book ranks are like different to paid book ranks. So, you know, a #1 in a free books is not the same as a #1 in a paid books, but it is still something. It is still something. I will admit, I didn't get my first #1 in any category until I think it was 2020. And I mean, that's when I was literally in the stage of like being able to make $10,000 a month in book royalties. Still didn't make #1 in the free ranks until I really sorted out my category stuff. So I don't know what it's going to mean in terms of like book sales ultimately for Craig's book, but it shows that people, you know, in those particular categories appreciate it enough to have downloaded it and read it and given it their time. And that's really the challenge. I mean, book sales are one thing, just even getting people to read your book is a challenge. And you know, I think Craig and buying my course, it was really kind of exciting, because when I looked at the books he has, I'm like, oh, he's got, you know, 85-90% of this buttoned up. He just needs a few points in the right direction, and it'd be so amazing. Craig, it would be really amazing if you you know, actually saw some real success with this through the things I can help you with, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to help you be as successful as possible, and that feels great. It also feels like I've got people along for the ride now, and it just makes me feel like I have to be a lot more accountable and purposeful in pursuing my own ambitions as a writer. I think I'm going to get there. So yeah, things are happening, and it feels good. I like that. I really like that. And I will keep up with these dumb videos and keep catching you up with things that are happening as they are happening. And that's about it. Yeah, well, I'm going to pop a link down to Craig's book down here. It's called Cool That Volcano, and it's about how to deal with kids when they explode and have tantrums and things. And I've been, I actually downloaded a free copy and I've been looking through it. My kids are pretty good these days, but it used to be a massive, massive problem. So I'm really, really appreciating all the pointers in that book. I'll put a link down to my free course as well if you're interested. And yeah, I think that's about it. But I will catch up with you guys later. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. I mean, I might actually just be talking to a television that someone's left on in a hotel room right now. But to you who is cleaning the sink in there in room service, thank you for your service, and also listening to this video, and also thank you for joining me on this writing journey, because we're going to see amazing things happen. Cheers.